Hello everyone and welcome back. Gaming with Priesty, Newcastle Jets in the Premier League, coming off our FA Charity Shield 2-1 loss to Manchester City. It was our first chance for silverware for the season. Unfortunately, we couldn't come up with the goods. We open up the Premier League season at McDonald Jones Stadium against Leicester City. The Foxes, everyone knows the Cinderella story from a few years ago. The Foxes winning the Premier League under Claudio Ranieri, and they've won the FA Cup since then under Brendan Rodgers. Really good story, the Foxes, how they've established themselves as a really good team in the Premier League, and my Newcastle Jets are looking to do the same. You see, Marino has come in for the Foxes this season and will be a key player for them. 11 minutes into the game, Ravella charges into the box unopposed, and I'm not sure how the Italian has sprayed it wide from there. You see he's hit it on the outside of his right foot and it just curls away. Just after the half an hour mark, Akanji would hit the corner on the volley straight into the Leicester City player's arm, it would seem. Let's check it out on the replay. I think that's Santana, and yes, they can have absolutely no complaints about that. Our boy Hudson Edouard, he steps up and slots home his first Premier League goal of the season, and we're looking for big things this season from our number 13. The score would be 1-0 at half-time. Edwards' penalty, the only goal between the two. You see here as we move into the second half of Leicester City on the attack. Nice ball across there, but straight at Hugo Lloris in goal. And that's one thing we're looking to do better this season, is definitely defend, not give so many goals away. You see Ramsey, beautiful ball over the top to the Super Sweet in the 89th minute, and that'll do it. That is the sealer. 2-0 to Newcastle Jets to start the season. Really good start to our Premier League season after the disappointment of going down to Manchester City in the Community Shield. Like I said in the opening episode of the season, I think 7th or 8th should be our aim, and then try and win one of the cups. Silverware's not easily earned though, so it's going to be difficult, but I think that should be the minimum goal for our season. And like I said there, defence, we've really got to improve that. We're already 1/3 of our way to the amount of clean sheets we had last season. We see a big offer coming for Ravella, but the Italian, he's not going anywhere. So we move into our second game of the season, away to Sheffield United. They've just come up from the championship this season. Some handy players there though. Jaden Bogle, Lewis Stung in the back line. Not sure about any of those midfielders, but Ryan Brewster, former Liverpool man, up top. I'm sure they're going to cause us a few problems, and we run out with the squad that we've come to know and love. Kyle Walker in the back line, Laird playing left back, got Horvat filling in the centre midfield, and Lacazette is up top. Hudson Edouard, one thing I have noticed is his stamina isn't too good, so sometimes we're going to have to change things up and bring in a different strike partner for Olsen. You see, Sheffield United early in the game, Meyer there would put them into the lead, and Ravella here, he picks up the ball around the 40th minute, trying to get into the game just before half time. And that's a beautiful goal there from Horvat, who we signed off the free transfer list, the Croatian. Hopefully he's got some good growth in him, and he can either continue to be part of this first team squad, or we can sell him off for a profit. Look at that strike, curling away from the goalie. Nothing he could do about that. All tied up, 1-1 half-time. Probably fair. We move into the second half here. Brewster gets in behind. He cuts the ball back. What a finish that is. Can't have too many complaints about that. I've noticed that's the way that AI seems to score a lot. They cut in from the wing and then cut it towards the top of the box. 2-1 up though. Brewster would get in behind, causing us all sorts of problems. Reese would stand up big for us. They see Brewster going off there. Yeah, all sorts of problems Brewster caused. But we get in there behind, have a nice chance to keep us up to the challenge though. Moving towards the 89th minute. If we're going to get something out of the game, it needs to be now. Edouard off the bench. Beautiful run. That's what you like to see. You see from these better players when you sign them. There's better movement off the ball, and Edouard with that pace and beautiful shots. He's 2 goals in 2 games for the Frenchman, and I believe he's going to be so important for us this season. And maybe a little bit lucky to escape with a draw there against newly promoted Sheffield United, but there's no easy games in the Premier League. You see there, including the FA Charity Shield. Edouard, 3 goals in 3 games. Super impressive. We move in to the second round of the Carabao Cup. Is where the Premier League teams start, and we got drawn against another Premier League team in Fulham. So we picked a really strong lineup. Not too many chances in the first half. 0-0 would remain at half time, and I knew this was going to be a tough game. We've had really good runs in the Carabao Cup, so I never really thought we would have any problems. You see Fulham here, they're the ones creating the chances. Reed there probably should have done better with the finish. Barrios, he has a shot from range, but Gazzaniga is up to the challenge. Just over 10 minutes remaining. Stubbs here, he'd have a good crack from our youth academy, Stubbs, and it would just flash wide. So we've had 2 chances here. Barrios now, he plays in Lacazette and he hits it into the side netting. So we've had 3 really good chances. You know what we say, if you don't take your chances, the opposition's going to go down the other end and punish you here. And you see Carvello holds the ball up. Well, I thought we won it there. I'm not sure how he gets his body back in front, but then he puts it up into the top bins, and 1-0 to Fulham. And we're out of the Carabao Cup in the very first playable round for us. So now we've lost 2 opportunities at silverware this season. So now we've got 3 left: the league, the Europa League, and the FA Cup. And they're not easy things to win. I definitely would rule the league out, and I would nearly go as far as to rule out the Europa League. So the FA Cup is nearly the only winnable trophy. And you see those cup games, as we just saw against Fulham, you get drawn against a tough team and things don't go your way, you're out. So very difficult to pick up another bit of silverware this season, unfortunately. We've blown 2 chances already. So we move into the last game of today's episode at McDonald Jones Stadium against Manchester United. These guys have been our bitter rivals since we knocked them out of the Carabao Cup a few seasons ago. You see Ravella there's picked up an injury. It doesn't stop him from charging forward and forcing a brilliant save from Areola in the Manchester United goal. But we wanted to play it safe, so we brought him off and we put on Caffel Dooley from our youth academy. See Fernandez here. What a ball that is, and what a run from Victor Osimhen. Absolutely nothing you can do to stop that goal. Absolutely beautiful ball there from Bruno, and Osimhen makes the beautiful run off the ball, and it's 1-0 to the Red Devils. We charge into the box. Maybe I should have had a shot there with Magellan. Ball luckily bounces back out to Ramsey. Pings one in, and Areola's the only thing keeping us off the scoreboard so far today. Try and play it out from the back. We turn it over. Bruno once again with some nice footwork. Plays the border. Wan-Bissaka, and then cuts it back to Osimhen, and he's doubled their lead. A brace for the Nigerian striker. And Manchester United are 2-0 up at half time. In the second half, around the hour mark, we pinched the ball off from a bad kick out from Areola, and Edouard. 4 goals in 4 games for the Frenchman. Absolutely unbelievable. as we're trying to get ourselves back in the game here. Horvat would come on as well, and he would cut the ball across, and I don't know how that stays out. Joe Gomez. Oh, he slides in, and how that ball stays out of the goal, I'm not sure. Then Gillingham, he would have a chance to get us back in the game, but he pushed the header wide. Scored, finished 2-1 to Manchester United. Oshiman with the brace. So, not a bad start to the Premier League season. A win, a draw, and a loss. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment and a like, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you later.